What up, YouTube? It's the Knotty one, aka the Black Mane with the Black Mane, and we back again. On yesterday's episode of It Is What It Is, they were discussing OBJ and him getting caught up using PEDs, and everybody on It Is What It Is, Mase, Cam, and Mo all gave their take on it. I'm going to have a perspective on it as well, but I'll give mine at the end. Let's check it out.
So he is actually accepting a 6-game suspension stemming from a violation of the NFL's policies on performance-enhancing drugs last season. So we know that he last played for the Dolphins, but he's now not eligible to play football until at least late November. So Maurice, after hearing this news and then just seeing some of the sound bites from his interview, does this make you look at his career differently?
Nah, it was a couple of things I thought of when I seen the clips that he did with the pivot, and like in the classic voice of, I don't know, whether it's Mase, Cam, whoever, I was like, come on, my nigga, you know. And when you heard him talk about, you know, his 6-game suspension and if he took the PEDs, it's clear that he took the PEDs and he didn't want to admit it. But it is what it is. You know, he had an ACL injury. He's getting a little bit older. And, you know, the truth of the matter is, you know, a lot of guys end up taking testosterone at the later part of their careers just because they're trying to recover more and, you know, they just want to be what they once was earlier in their career. And I said the same thing last week when I talked about, you know, when you're an entertainer, you know, when you perform, like you can always perform that song no matter if you're out of shape, in shape, or whatever. But athletes, you know, when we was talking about Russell Wilson, sometimes you try to relive your heyday or think that you was what you once was, or however you're supposed to say it. You try to hold on to who you used to be. You actually can't be that person physically. And he's trying to hold on to what he used to be from the past. And so he went on to say a bunch. And if you heard what he said inside of the interview with the pivot, he said that he lost his discipline. And when you lose your discipline, you lose all of the off-season workouts and all the things that made him great in the first place. And he got caught, you know, doing what he did. And I think it'd have been more honorable to say, man, I got caught. You know, I tried to, you know, take a drug to, you know, speed up my recovery or be what I once was. But to me, he looked worse answering the question to Ryan, Clark, Fred, and Channing. And so that's just my take on it. And I don't know, you know, I can't tell him to hang it up because you don't know if he's playing for money or if he's just playing just because he wants to do what Aaron Rodgers did by, you know, leaving his career on a high note. But, you know, whatever it was. But he just sounded bad in that soundbite.
Yeah, I think for him to be a Super Bowl champion, he definitely have to go about this a much better way. I understand you're trying to get back where you once was, but you really have to keep in mind that people are recording these conversations, and it's clear, and you should make it clear. Are you just really trying to get back, or are you really trying to just cheat the game? You know, at this point, I lose all respect for people that cheat the game, because there's people really trying to be great. There's people really waking up in the morning, really putting the work in. I look at this as the same way when it comes to hip hop artists. If you find out these guys have been doing illegal things to get their numbers to where your numbers are, you just feel a way about it when you're the people that did it the right way. And that's how I feel on this. So maybe I may be taking this personally. So I'm just gonna pause and let Stat and Killer talk about this, because I hate when people cheat the game.
For me, it's an asterisk next to anybody who cheats. Just me personally. Like me, I know every day I bring this up, but me and Sin argue about this. To me, as good as Canelo is, it's an asterisk next to his name because you got caught eating a steroid steak. And he like, yo, I didn't know it was a steroid steak. Yes, you did. You got caught this time. Your skills and all that went up. But you ate a steroid thing and I can't say this. What I'm saying is like more. I'm going diving more or less boxing. Pacquiao, he never got caught doing anything, but when he fought Floyd insisted that he take that Olympic-style drug test, and that's why the fight took so long.
Yep.
That's the reason the fight took so long. And when they took that drug test, before that drug test, he had a knockout since nigga had to start taking that Olympic style drug test, He ain't had a knockout since, and I'm not gonna accuse him because he ain't get caught. I can't deal with the niggas who be like, nah, I ain't even know that shit was in my milkshake. Pause. Yes, you did, my nigga. Alex Rodriguez, the Yankees. Nah, I ain't gonna front. He wait till his career over after he made $400 million. Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you for 2 years. I'll take a steroid. See, Barry Bonds never admitted to it. Even though Barry Bonds' size hat went from a 6.5 to a 9, he still never admitted that he took the steroids. Once you get caught, for me, Cameron, you're not gonna be that nigga to me because I don't know how long you haven't got caught. You just got caught this time, and if you ain't get caught, you're never gonna tell us that you was doing it. So for me, once niggas get caught, I can't credit nothing they did because you could have been doing this for mad long and didn't get caught. That's just me. Now, Mase made a great point with music too. Niggas cheating streams. Niggas used to be buying albums and all that other shit. You cheated. I understand where Mase is coming from, but when you get to that audience and that stage, if niggas ain't singing along, we know that you cheated. Because nobody knows the records. Get up there, you throw the mic like, and there's crickets, but you sold 4 million.
Yeah.
Nah, you cheated. That's the point. So once you cheat, me, I can't fuck with it. Just me personally. Like even I still watch Canelo, but me and Sin always had that argument. I'll be like, yeah, who knows if he got caught today with the steroid stake or he didn't. That's just me. I can't do it.
No, but that was the point I was making. Even for OBJ to lie about it, he knows that, like, as a pure competitor, he probably shared the same sentiments you shared with just like cheating the game. That's why he doesn't want to admit it, because he understands it discrediting. And that's what I'm saying. Like you got caught. And so great point and great analogy with music.
Yeah, what I think about it is this also. If you get caught, you don't have to admit it. We know you did it. I don't see why we need him to admit it, Mo, if he got caught. He got caught, so you did it. It doesn't matter what you say about it. Because, you know, everybody, not everybody, but most people that are charismatic, they have a way to spin the narrative. So we don't really need to stick around for the narrative. At this point, if he comes back, he have to be exceptional. I think it puts more pressure on your tomorrow when you cheat, especially with PEDs, because now everybody's watching you. It would be almost like Devin Haney fighting Ryan Garcia. Everybody wanted to see. Now you're not on steroids, and now you're fighting like you don't want to fight. So that said that a lot of that energy came from steroids. That's what it says to the natural fan.
Yes.
And I really like Ryan Garcia as a fighter.
So I do want to add a quote basically from Odell Beckham Jr. during the interview. So he said he cheated himself in ways that were harder to forgive himself, but he never cheated the system and never ran from no test. So I know that's kind of hard to believe because we've seen basically the outcome. So, but I wanted to basically ask, you're not buying.
That's like somebody being racist and saying, you know, I got black friends, right? We know you got, now you got black friends. We never heard you said it before. I mean, he has a beautiful family, so probably he never cheated that way. So shout out to OBJ. Yeah. I hope he does well and does well moving forward, because this is just a bad look for him.
Okay, and Maurice?
No, that's just classic. You start to self-deprecate and you try to like curve people by saying, well, I did all this other bad shit, but I ain't really do that. That's like classic manipulation. But like this, when somebody lying and they start to explain too much, but I was always told the truth needs no explanation. So once you start trying to justify and throw context around, you know, what the fuck you did, like it goes out the window. It just shows that you're lying.
And Kim, what do you think?
Confidence is not a mindset, it's an achievement. In the GMC Sierra HD AT4X, get 5.9% APR on 2025 GMC Sierra heavy-duty models.
He finessing. You got caught cheating, and then you sit there and say, well, I never cheated the game. What are you talking about? You got caught. You wasn't going to finessing niggas like that. Like May said it in the previous, May said this shit. I didn't see this clip, so I'm just going off what you're reading. I didn't actually see the clip. But But from what Mace said, Mace used a different word. He said charismatic. You're finessing.
I'm spinning. Yeah. Charismatic.
Charismatic and all this shit. The nigga finessing from what I'm hearing. Nah, I never cheated the game.
Pretty much.
You cheated the game when you took steroids.
Yeah.
Not only that, for me, I take that shit a little personal if I'm another athlete. Especially as I know I'm bouncing back and forth. We're talking about football, which is a violent sport, boxing too. But boxing, and look, it's times in boxing, and I come from a boxing family. My uncle's a trainer, so I've seen a lot of shit going boxing. I've seen boxing where niggas motherfucking took the patent out the glove.
Yeah.
Bro, you trying to kill me. The nigga Margarita, I'm thank God the
nigga has cement.
Margarita.
Yeah.
The nigga raps turned into cement underneath. So you really trying to kill me, nigga. Like, you understand? Like, when you in violent sports like that, and I know OBJ is not like a linebacker or a safety or a cornerback where he gonna hit you. But at the end of the day, imagine that. I put it like this, imagine Ray Lewis on steroids. Like, nigga,
yes.
Somebody might die out there.
Yeah, Michael Parson. Michael Parson on steroids.
Same thing, yeah.
Like, my nigga, like Michael Parson's a little more agile, I know that. Ray Lewis is coming to hurt you, bro. Imagine with steroids, my nigga. Like, come on, man. I look, I call it finessing. Mace calls it charismatic. It's all equal bullshit.
So it's safe to say they all came to the same conclusion that they feel OBJ gets some type of asterisk or they feel he cheated the game. But just for conversation's sake, why the fuck can't they use PEDs? Based off the examples that were given, just off cams, I see why boxing can't use it because number one, it's a fight and you get a long enough break to recover in between the boxing match. But for basketball and football, why the fuck not? Football is too physical. I don't feel the week is long enough to be able to recuperate. With basketball, it's an 82-game season. All the cramps, this, that, and the third. Why can't PEDs be used? Especially if they help the body stay more durable. It's too much money out here being put out, too much guaranteed money for these players to get easily hurt. And I'm going to be the first one to go out on a limb and say, today's athlete ain't as tough or ain't as durable as the athlete as before. Maybe the athlete before wasn't as smart as today's athlete, but the toughness level was higher. So I feel as the more intelligence we get as a people, the less toughness and durability we have. And we are seeing that in the professional sports. So I feel, need to adjust and allow the PEDs. These players aren't as tough as before. They're not as tough. In a previous video, they said Carmelo missed like 6 games his whole career. It's clear these niggas aren't as tough. They don't have to be to get the money. So why not allow the PEDs? Now, just to be on OBJ, he definitely cheated. He went against the grain. He said he don't duck test. Nigga, you lied. You just trying to sound good. But he definitely cheated. But just for conversation's sake, why not? You trying to tell me before they started really testing for PEDs in the 1980s, niggas before that wasn't using some form to be better, to get the edge? And why is it that the professional athlete is the only one that's really held to this standard in their profession? When Mase talked about music and people buying their own albums, cool, that's definitely cheating. But wouldn't somebody giving you a song, wouldn't that be a performance enhancement if you ain't that good? When Mase is ghostwriting for people on Bad Boy that he talks about in some of his stories, isn't that a performance enhancer? Because they're not on your level of rhyming, but you're writing for them and you're giving them the song. Yeah, you may get writing credits, but it goes on their album. People gonna know it for them. They're gonna know it for them. They're not gonna know you wrote it. Not many people, nigga, I didn't know R. Kelly wrote hella songs until later in my life. That's just, so R. Kelly was a PED for a lot of people. So if you're not writing your own songs every damn time and you're getting songs written for you, that's a performance enhancer, in my opinion. When you look at the pageants, the beauty pageants, these women that go on stage, they're all made up. They're all made up. That's a performance enhancer. Who knows? What if they had surgeries or got enhancements? I don't know the rules like that. I'm just talking just for conversation's sake. But you can't tell me these older players wasn't using the juice before they started really testing for this. Like they said, Alex A-Rod, he admitted after the fact. So now how can I trust anybody? They're talking about if you get caught, you get asterisk. Nigga, just because you don't get caught and you got these astronomical numbers, well, fuck. That's a secret you just taken to the fucking grave. So in my opinion, why not? All this guaranteed money, fuck all this rest time. We need to find a way to get these players on the court, on the field for longer and have them be able to recover faster. Who gives a fuck if it boosts the performance? Nobody says nothing when an artist comes up, blows up, and they get all this cosmetic surgery to look better. That's a performance enhancer, but nobody knocks them for that. Only the athlete gets knocked for using a quote-unquote PED. But you guys let me know down in the comments. I am the Knotty one, a.k.a. the black man with the black mane. Tune in to It Is What It Is. But until we smoke again, I'm out.